Welcome everyone to Universe Media. We just got done watching What If Episode 2. This was the one with Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa,
and
formerly Black Panther.
And we are disappointed it's not the zombie one.
Yeah, we was wanting the zombie episode, but this one, last episode I talked about how the pacing was so fast and so bizarre, it was hard to keep up. This one I think had the perfect timing, perfect pacing. You got to just get acknowledged with this world and know, like, you know, what's different in this world and how things just... This one really went off the path of, you know, I don't know if this was trying to be Guardians of the Galaxy or trying to be more Black Panther, but I think it's more Guardians of the Galaxy with a twist.
Yep. With Thanos being a good guy.
Yeah, Thanos in this world, momentarily, is a good guy. So he's still planning some mass genocide, don't get me wrong, but this is just a joke here. It's like, yeah, you know, it's efficient and whatever. So that was kind of cool to see Thanos.
And my favorite part was the dog in the astronaut suit.
Yeah, Emily, she was really excited to see the dog. This had a lot of different characters. You had your normal Guardians of the Galaxy characters such as Wandu. You had Nebula, who's blonde-haired now, not bald. So I guess Thanos really stressed her out when he was like evil Titan or whatever. So she lost all of her hair. You did see what Drax?
Yeah, but
he was the bartender.
I really was hoping to see Rocket, but I didn't.
No Rockets. A Rocket somewhere.
Groot ain't in it.
Groot somewhere. He's somewhere being a Groot, saying I'm Groot. So that's kind of the differences. So T'Challa being, I guess, abducted from his home. He was totally cool with it. He's like, yeah, fine, go. I'm tired of this. Tired of Wakanda. Let me go explore. Let me go be whoever I want to be. And then he becomes Star-Lord. And he is probably a much better Star-Lord than Peter Quill.
Which
Peter
Quill is working at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, so then he works at Dairy Queen. So, you know, everything's all good. The Ravagers just go around and saving other people's colonies, their planets, you know, just trying to save as much people as they can, because in this world, T'Challa thinks that Wakanda was destroyed. So he's powered by the motive of saving others, since his planet or his colony was not saved. So they went straight. They're doing the hero's deeds instead of just stealing and doing whatever. So yeah, Thanos as a good guy. That's really bizarre, but it was a lot of fun to see. Kind of root for Thanos for once. You know, we went through the past couple movies being like, yeah, Thanos sucks. So now we're like, yeah, Thanos, but he's really bad in this world. He sucks at fighting.
Yeah.
He almost got beat up by his
own team,
his ex-coworkers, I guess. But yeah, this.
But ain't that a good way just to fight your boss?
Finally get that day where you just get to punch him in the face. Sorry, boss that's watching this video. Didn't mean it. I just think it would be fun. But the main villain is someone called the Collector, and he does not have a good fashion sense whatsoever. But
and he has Korg's arm.
He has Korg's arm, and I'm very upset about that, because Korg is awesome. Why do you gotta be mean to Korg? He just didn't print enough pamphlets for the Revolution. That's what happened. So yeah, the Collector does well. He collects. He
had Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield.
And he had Hela, whatever.
Hela, I think.
Whatever the hell her name was. But had her like big crown thing.
Which I hate that thing.
That thing's really weird. Reminds me
She's
of.
creepy, by the way.
Reminds me of the Wicked Witch or whatever in Disney. What's her name? You know.
Maleficent?
Yeah, Maleficent.
She only had 2 horns. That thing had
Yeah.
so many.
She's the Maleficent. Heck am I trying to say? She's that person in this.
I have no
in this one.
idea.
I'm not okay today. I'm too tired. But yeah, they find Howard the Duck along the way, and all he cares about
Is drinking.
is drinking, and that's so funny. Because ducks do love their water, but this is not water he's drinking. He's drinking some beer, some wine, some whatever alcohol.
He tries to help Star-Lord, but they shut the doors and he's like, no.
Don't go, I want to keep drinking. So yeah, Star-Lord finds out that Wakanda is still alive, still searching for T'Challa, and so he kind of turns his back to the Ravagers. He's like, well, I need to get back to Wakanda since they're obviously really worried about me, and he's also hurt because Wandu lied to him about Wakanda getting destroyed, because it is indeed not destroyed. And so he's been working so hard of, being powered by the motive of not letting others' planets get destroyed and cities get destroyed. And so now he finds out his whole motive was a lie, which I'm pretty sure he's still going to save people. Big fight between T'Challa and the Collector, and Pink Nebula, or whatever her name was, ends up saving him, shoots the Collector, and but Wandu comes there, and they all get in this big fight, and you get Korg's hand, and he just pulls out a whole bunch of stuff to say, hey, look what I found. But he just puts these people in boxes. He doesn't kill them or anything. Maybe eventually he does. I mean, he did it to Korg, so I don't know why we couldn't let Korg live, unless Korg's somewhere harmless.
He's the new Winter Soldier.
He's made of rocks and a piece of metal.
Yeah, he's got a metal arm now.
Wandu comes and says, I'm going to never leave my son, even though he's not really his son, but he basically raised T'Challa from whatever age he kidnapped him from to now. So great moves by T'Challa and Wandu, and they put the Collector in a box, and he's like, well, can't keep me in here forever. And well, they can't. They opened the door, but who else came to him? All the people that has been stuck in the boxes for who knows how long. They could have been in there forever.
Except for the dog with the astronaut suit. He went with.
Like, why would you steal a dog, dude?
I know.
What's a dog going to give you?
If you try to steal my dog, I'll kill you. I would.
Maybe that was Rusty in another world.
Well, I better go kill someone.
We're going to go to the other universe. So now, everything's great. Everybody's friends again, except for, everybody beating up on the Collector, who's probably dead. And so we think, well, in this world, Thanos never shows up to destroy everybody, and so there's no mass genocide that happens. And so we think, wow, so that means there is no end of the world thing happening. But Ego finds, I was about to say Dr. Quill, Peter Quill.
What did you say, doctor?
I don't know. He works at Dairy Queen. He's definitely not a doctor. So much happened in this episode. My words were jumbling up. But Wakanda unites, but we get Ego say, hey, I'm going to end the world. And then we get the ending. So overall, what did you think of this show?
I think it was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it better than Captain Carter. Even though Captain Carter kicked butt, don't get me wrong. But I think the pacing in this one was really cool. And they're really good. And what was really cool was seeing all these different characters come together in a different atmosphere, different
And acting
different role.
And acting a different way of themselves.
Yeah, like Thanos being a good guy, Nebula, whatever she did.
She has blonde hair.
And she seemed to be the mastermind of it all versus Thanos, who seems to be like this clueless dad the whole time. So, yeah, it's just really cool to see different scenarios that could have happened. And, the end of the world would probably happen in this scenario. So, Peter Quill has to be Star-Lord, pretty much. So, yes, Peter Quill is more like dancing to music and all that, being goofy. T'Challa was more serious and focused, so major difference. But
well, you can probably tell that Peter Quill at the end, he was listening to music. So.
Yeah, so he was still Peter Quill, just not Star-Lord Peter Quill.
And he let Thanos just make everybody dust away, which I'm not happy about that still.
I hope we get some in-game what-if episodes where it's like, oh, Peter Quill didn't do that. Star-Lord didn't mess everybody up. What would have happened? I think that would be cool to see.
I guess nobody would be... How long was it?
I don't know.
Like their age different. Like their age went.
Like 5 years, I think. Yeah. But yeah, great performance by Chadwick Boseman, who unfortunately, as many of you Marvel fans know, is no longer with us. So this was a great send-off. Let him be, a really cool hero. Even though it wasn't live action, it's just, his voice. I think it's his last ever project that they had. So I didn't know that he was in one until they announced it a couple days ago. So that was really cool. So we get to have a final send-off with Chadwick Boseman. So good episode and good send-off. Overall, really great experience. So now we'll move into the next episode.
Hopefully the zombie one.
Hopefully it's the zombie one. I can't wait to see it. It just seems so cool. Like, you got the Winter Soldier and I think Spider-Man fighting zombies. So, I mean, that's kind of cool. Watch them. They're going to wait till the final episode. And we're going to say the whole series. We're going to be like, wow, I can't wait till the zombie episode. But yeah, cool experience. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And we'll see you next week on Universe Media.